Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Sean Strickland's future opponent. Who should he go against next after his loss against Dricus? Well, I'll be exploring these options, but before I get into it, if you guys can, please hit the subscribe button, as the goal for this channel is to get to 10,000 subs. Anyways, let's get into it. Well, it's no secret that Sean Strickland lost against Dricus this past weekend. And to be fair, Sean has a lot of options to explore for his next match. I know the popular answer currently is Israel Adesanya. However, I feel like Israel Adesanya should have a win before fighting Sean Strickland, in my personal opinion. So, with that in mind, there are two other options that Sean Strickland can explore uh, to try getting back to the title route. I feel like Sean Strickland has two options to go towards. And, well, for his first fight back, I feel like option A is Robert Whittaker. Now, you guys might be asking, why should Robert Whittaker fight Sean Strickland, who is the number one contender? Well, I feel like Robert Whittaker got done wrong, in my opinion. I felt like actually Robert Whittaker, when he was on his 2-fight win streak, after Costa and Ikram, should have got the title shot. He didn't have to take the. Well, I shouldn't say he didn't have to, but there was a way where he didn't need to fight Chimaev and should have got a rematch against Dricus, because he defeated, Paulo Costa, right, after his loss against Dricus. But not only did Chimaev pull out, right, after Chimaev pulled out, which already right then and there should just excuse Robert Whittaker to even fight Chimaev, he fought against Ikram and, defeated Ikram. If it weren't for, Chimaev and the UFC liking Hazmat Chimaev, we could have seen a, Robert Whittaker versus Dricus rematch, in my opinion. So I feel like, I feel like Robert Whittaker, Sean Strickland, bout against each other is not a horrible option. I just feel like for Robert Whittaker to lose against Chimaev, he shouldn't have to go in a hypothetical match against Brandon Allen. Like, he shouldn't have to go towards the uh lower contenders, in my opinion. When it's like he lost against someone who's about to fight for the belt next. You know what I mean? If you lost against someone who fought for the belt next, and Sean Strickland just lost against the title holder, why not have those two, match up against each other? I feel like that's a solid first fight. I'm not, if you comment down below what you guys think about that option. But the second option here, right, is Kyle Brahayo. I might have butchered his last name. I don't really give a shit, right? Listen, hear me out. He is unbeaten in the UFC so far. He just beat Jared Cannonier. When I mean just beat, it was like 5 months ago, and he's ranked number 6. It's also not a secret that the UFC, I should say, is necessarily a fan of Sean Strickland in terms of business, just because of, Sean Strickland's controversial comments and everything like that. And especially with UFC PR, that Sean Strickland's is a PR nightmare for the UFC. So I feel like if they want someone, a rising contender to try to, I guess, stop or have Sean Strickland lose, Kyle's a perfect opponent for that, especially since he's unbeaten, rising contender. I think this has all the writings in the painting to for a perfect opponent for Sean Strickland. Yeah, ranked number 6. I think either Robert Whittaker or Kyle are two perfect opponents to go against Sean Strickland next. Izzy, it's a little bit too early for him, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the guy. Israel Adesanya is like one of my favorite fighters of all time when it comes to the UFC. He's like literally the reason why I got into the UFC, watching his fights back in 2019. But yeah, man, this is my opinion about Sean Strickland. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If should Sean Strickland fight Robert Whittaker, Kaio, Izzy, anyone else I kind of left off this list? Let me know.